right up there. That's where we're heading. Hey there, friend. Levi here. And Janelle and I are getting our share of human-powered adventure today. We're up doing this hike in Chilliwack called Elk. It's really cool because it's like a half hour from our house to start. And it's like a really beautiful hike on the top. And I haven't done it in like a couple years. It's a really good push up, that's sort of the last half. And it's a really nice warm day to be doing it. But we're just loving it. It's so gorgeous up here. Oh geez. Just coming above the tree line here. It's so gorgeous. Janelle is absolutely crushing it. So proud of my girl. And just like that, we're on the top of Elk. Woo! Wow. Let's enjoy the crap out of this bench. Well, we're up here on the top. We just finished snacking on some biscuits and peanut butter that we brought up. There's a lot of these flies, which is kind of annoying, but we checked the time it took us to hike up here. It was an hour and a half, which is that's actually a pretty decent pace for this hike. I think normally it takes around 2 hours, so we were going. And I brought the new drone case kind of attached to the outside of my f-stop Satori bag because the Satori has better backpacking straps. And it was actually really nice to just take a small load. And now we're gonna set up the drone a little bit and fly around up here. We got a few good flights in. I think we'd hang out up here a little bit longer, but these flies are getting pretty crazy. What do you think, babe?
Try that again.
I absolutely love being up and out here. This is just like one of my favorite things ever. And I think it's so cool that like right there's this gorgeous mountain range and there's Baker and all these peaks and Slessie, and then right down there is Chilliwack. Like that's my hometown. Like that's where we live. That's just so cool. So many people, they like don't know that in Chilliwack you can drive half an hour to a hike like this. They just don't know that. And everyone in Vancouver and people that just like live on the North Shore or in Squamish, they just like don't know that Chilliwack is like the Fraser Valley's best kept secret. But I'm okay with it staying that way for now. What do you think, Janelle?
It's awesome. Yeah, I love it. That's all I have.
So far, I'm decently happy with this drone guard backpack thing that I talked about it in a drone accessories video I put out earlier this week. Yeah, so far I think it's my best solution for carrying the drone into the mountains. I did notice, however, though, because the drone sits vertical back there, the props are actually like pressing into the edge because of the weight of everything. So I'm deciding when I'm hiking up to actually remove the props inside the case, which is kind of not what I was hoping to be able to do with the case. But the handy part is once we get to like wherever we're hiking to, once the propellers are on, I can leave them on as I take the drone inside and out. This hike was great because there wasn't tons of people. I really don't like going into like nature and these like beautiful spots and annoying people with the drone. I just think it's kind of like annoying and kind of disrespectful. But like for the most part, people are still like so curious and they just like want to see one up close, and they talk about their cousin that has one and all this stuff. But yeah, try to be like super sensitive when I'm bringing a drone into these like places where people are supposed to be enjoying nature, and that's why I'm glad there wasn't too many people on this hike. I've been testing and using this Sony a6300. It's been holding up really well. Today, for the first time, I experienced overheating on clips that weren't even that long, and then that was because we were outside in the sun. It's a well-known thing that this camera has overheating issues when you do longer takes, but I was really disappointed to find out that just by like using it outside, it was starting to overheat, and I wasn't even really recording that much. So that kind of creates a few problems because I was planning on using this as like a behind the scenes and B-roll camera while shooting this series, and I might need to come up with a new plan now. I don't really want to have to like trust it for anything. I just picture like Spencer lined up to do like a rope swing or something like that, and I'm like ready to go, and then all of a sudden the camera overheats. Like that's really not that's not going to be acceptable. So trying to come up with some other plans. And just like that, 8 kilometers later, that was an incredible hike. It's just one of those days. Finished the hike, and I wasn't ready to go do work inside, and neither was Janelle. So we came down here to the lake and jumped in the water, and we're just gonna chill. It's good. You up for chilling? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just like that, done at the beach. Lots of fun hanging out, and gonna head home.